and a pleasure. Honor and a pleasure to be with y'all today. It's the Fly Vegans making a courtesy call.
Honor and a motherfucking pleasure. Y'all know I love that word. Don't think I'm ignorant because I use that word. But it's your boy Broccoli Balboa, a.k.a. Russell Westbrook, a.k.a. Reggie Miller, a.k.a. Mr. 51 Pounds Down and Counting. We on road for 195. We gonna make it, baby. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on, baby?
Man, it's your boy Remy Rothstein with the Mob Boss. You did it right this time, too. Shout out to my man.
I ain't even cut off your shit. Go ahead.
You've been practicing all day, huh? Been in there.
Working with them angles.
You know what I'm talking about? Remy Rothstein with the Mob Boss, Lean Chef Reese, because I'm always in the kitchen. Chop. You know what I'm talking about? And my man blessed me with a new one today. I'm going to go ahead and run with it. He said Pedro Martinez. You know what I'm saying? No. Forgive me. Petro Martinez, because I'm gassing these motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I stay putting people on point, letting them know what they can do, not what they can't do. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes I might gas the situation too.
Yeah, don't let me not put my you know what I mean, my new joint out there.
Please, give it to him. You know what I'm saying? One time for the one time.
Young early, you feel me?
Young early. Why is it? Why is that?
Young prophet. You feel me? I'm a young prophet.
Word up.
Stuff is about to pop and all this stuff.
Like I was the first one on that. I was me. That's me.
You said it, not me.
I'm just saying, that's how you be. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Hey, but anyway, I mean, let's skip all the you know.
Hold on, before you dive in, let me just make one public service announcement. Fly Vegans recommend that you please drink 1 glass of cranberry juice. I suggest everybody really learn about their bitters. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just drink sweet stuff or sour stuff. Learn about your bitters. Drink some cranberry juice. It's good for you.
Let's do a video about that. But right now,
yeah, word up.
Yes, we will. We will. I won't be dismissive about the situation, but because that is important. Today we come here to try to offer some type of insight on people, you know, traveling and newly becoming vegans. You know, a lot of y'all that are vegans already, you know, you kind of got your game plan down, you know, when you're away from home and what you can eat and how you can navigate this whole situation. We're giving y'all some insight if you are newly vegan and you want to know what the hell do I do when I'm outside the house? You know, like I'm in the house, I can, you know, fully monitor the situation. How did you approach the situation, you know, yourself?
I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of had the cheat code because being vegan in this area, like it's not a lot of like vegan restaurants. Maybe 1 or 2 actual vegan restaurants. And out of those 2, like one of them really trash. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so used to deconstructing menus. I know if I go to a Thai spot, I can get some rice and vegetables. You know, so when I go out of town, I look for spots like that. But to be fair with you, like when I'm traveling, I call up Pad Grills. You know what I'm saying? And get the scoop because you know all the vegan spots that's really plush. You know what I'm saying? So what about you? How do you even discover these spots? Because a lot of times you don't even be there. Like you have never been to that place and you be like, yo, I heard about such and such in this place, and then you go.
Social media is your friend. You know, like you can like curate and really follow a lot of places, even though you're not there. And they're putting out content and information all the time about the meals that they're cooking and stuff. So if you happen to come across one of these places, then yeah. But there's also an app called The Happy Cow. Also, like you said, deconstructing menus. Like even before you deconstruct menus, a lot of other people, like other cultures and stuff, they don't eat a lot of meat already. So like you said, Thai, like Chinese, whatever. So they've been doing this for a long time. To the point where so when I finally went vegan or whatever, I look at this joint like, what the fuck is bean curd? Oh, it's tofu.
Right.
Like,
but and if you're traveling out like international, that's a win. You know what I'm saying? Because you can experience something different. But if you're domestic, you really have to deconstruct menus. And let's break that down for people who don't know what we really mean by that. Like when you deconstructing a menu, you're going into a place that's not really made for vegans, but you're gonna make a vegan meal. You know, And that
Right.
you gotta ask the tough questions like, yo, what's in this? Can you make it without this? Like I said, we gave the tip about fish and oyster sauce. A lot of people don't know that. You know, when you go in Indian spots, you gotta ask them, do you cook this with butter? No.
Right.
They'll say no. Do you use ghee? Because that's the
Right.
clarified butter. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what you eating.
But at the same time, you're also taking the same type of game that you would take in a grocery store
Right.
on the road, because you know, if you're not buying something that's not processed, you still have to look at the back of that.
Right.
And even if it says like, yo, this is contains blah blah blah, just soy or whatever.
Right.
It may contain something that they broke down chemically that's more than just soy. You know what I mean? Or more than, it's something else that you don't want to eat. So,
and honestly, like if I'm really traveling and I have no clue of what it is that I'm about to eat or where I can get something to eat, I go to the basics. I really like salad. So I'm gonna find a grocery store. I can get some lettuce, some tomatoes. You know, if I have to make a dressing or even an Italian dressing, that I can look at the back and see, oh, okay, it's no non-vegan, items in here. But that's where you got to tap into, do you really like salads? Like, you can get a salad almost anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, if you tell them no cheese, and I'm real iffy on croutons, because a lot of people will tell you, oh, it's nothing in there, and they don't know. It'd be a garlic, cheese, Parmesan crouton. And they like, no, it's vegan, it's bread. Just don't get it with the croutons. Or make your own. If you know where you're going, I would really take the time to plan ahead. Scope out restaurants, like you say, do your research, social media. Reach out on your Twitter or your Instagram. Hey, I'm about to go ahead. Do y'all know any vegan spots? Especially if you follow vegans. I do that all the time going to New York.
yeah.
I ask ahead of time, like, hey, what's the newest spot? Where y'all at?
It's a lot of international spots that you should try to, become familiar with, like eating falafel. Falafel basically like, fried chickpea balls.
Right.
You go to Jamaican spots, they have options for you to eat that whole jerk chicken platter or curry goat platter. They have the vegetarian platter.
Right.
Because a lot of Jamaicans eat idle. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not uncommon to them. So I would like start there. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a person that likes to explore different food options. Like it's there for the taking.
Yeah.
Like these people, like Americans, feel like they have to eat so much goddamn meat. These other places, go in there when them people is like, they not serving you. They ain't eating that shit.
I mean, like, me, one of my favorite restaurants right now is it's not even Indian. It's like South, I don't know what
like Mediterranean.
It is Mediterranean, but they have I'm trying to think of where the exact spot is. I want to say it's Iranian. I forget. I don't know, man. I don't know. But wherever it is, I know it's in the Middle East. But they give you a ton of food. But here's what I noticed. They give you like a nice American, I guess, size portion of meat. But they will be very generous with the vegetables. Like their spinach, you know what I'm saying? It's got like dal type feel to it. They'll give you a ton of that. They'll give you a ton of chickpeas. It seems like they're willing to eat way more vegetables than we are and less meat. You know what I mean? Even when I see them eating in the back, they'll have one little piece of chicken like the size of a ball off a shish kebab, but they'll give Americans 5 or 6 of them.
Right.
It's like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's, for me, that helped me out initially. You know what I'm saying? Like, traveling wise, you know what I'm saying? Because I travel a lot working, you know what I mean? So
right.
I'm in different places, and it just helped me out to be like, you know what? I know at the very least my options are broadened when I go to international places.
Right.
I'm probably going to be limited to French fries and salad if I go to a traditionally American spot. you know. But also, like I said, if you need it, check out that Happy Cow. Check out just it's very easy.
Yeah,
it's not as hard as you think.
It's not. It's part of your adventure. I mean,
let me ask you this.
Yo.
Let me ask you this. So you know how people make challenges and shit.
Right.
So how do you think, is that detrimental or is that beneficial to people going vegan? Like, you know how people say it's a 30-day vegan challenge. So that word right there, like, do you think that that's beneficial or not?
I think the intent with people who do that is great, but it all depends on how that person internalizes the word challenge. Like, if I see that, I'm gonna say that's something for me to overcome, so it motivates. But somebody else could see that and be like, this is gonna be so hard. That's how they start the challenge.
But see, here's the thing though. I think most people look at that as, even if it's something that they do overcome, it's that situation right there. It's over with. It doesn't lend towards it being a lifestyle after that.
Yeah.
That's the hope, that after you do this, you're gonna feel so great that
you'll keep going.
Exactly. But
or to prove to yourself that you could do it for 30 days, right? Like, cause I see a lot of that on YouTube. People be like, I went vegan for 30 days, here's my story. And it's like, did the story end? Is that it?
But let me ask you, like so many people that, like, let's say you got the push-up challenge.
Right. How
many people continue with that push-up challenge, although they know that challenge has made their chest look better, they've lost weight, they don't continue that shit. It was just then and there. I think
some people do, some people don't. I don't think 30 days is enough time in today's society to build a habit anymore. Like, that was the science back when Napoleon Hill and them was cracking, like 30 days. But they weren't bombarded with the amount of information that we're bombarded with.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think 30 days isn't enough time. I think you definitely need 60 to 90 days to really make something a habit.
Because I'm really like, yo, what will convince somebody? Like, okay, we got, you know, like watching chickens getting their beaks burned off, and let's equate this to dogs, and let's equate this to humans. This shit happening, you could die. They fucking you up.
I think the only thing that it'll take to get the response
are being fucking. They look like mutant kids. What the fuck is going to influence people? You don't have to, like, yo, you don't have to do the shit like, you know, throwing glitter on Gucci Mane and shit, like running down on Gucci Mane and all this other shit. But at least plant-based. Like, yo, secure your life, yo.
Yeah.
I
think to answer your question, honestly, it's probably going to take people to die quicker. Like, the problem with veganism is that it takes 60 years, 50 years, 40 years.
No.
Like, a motherfucker gonna have to eat a burger right now and just... You had to eat a burger and just get high blood pressure, like, damn. And then, and then everybody just gonna be like, I'm done. Plant-based only. Can I get some chickpeas?
No, you know they gonna want the burgers more. That's like dope, nigga.
Like, you die off that cheeseburger?
That shit probably good. Try one. Exactly. I'm like, man, that shit probably good. Nigga, that nigga ain't.
Nah, man, not me. I'm alright. I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I want people to know though, like, being a fly vegan don't mean being an extreme vegan. So we ain't like, you can't eat, and they trying to poison everything. They trying to poison the plants. You can't even grow some shit because they done poison the air. So at the end of the day, you're gonna take an L somewhere. But don't take that L. Don't take somebody else's DNA. They entered you. You let somebody else enter you. Pause.
Guess what? We slow walking y'all right now. We're gonna talk about all this vegan shit, but then it's gonna be like Gremlins After Midnight, and we're gonna talk to y'all about some real shit.
Yeah.
Shit later on. But we want to get, you know,
a lot of vegan game. But we ain't just vegan based. We gonna talk about everything. Let's talk about it. I got a lot of shit I want to talk about.
Well, we want our people, we want our base to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And one of the major things is that, yo, matter of fact, yo, if you need some game on where to go, you can hit me. You know what I'm saying?
Where they find you at, baby?
Broccoli_Balboa.
Yeah. Please
hit me, because I could probably tell you somewhere to go everywhere except for Montana.
And you can hit me at Rimrock Fit, and I can tell you the places I went. I don't be knowing a whole lot of other places, but I send you to that dude, and he can tell you. So you know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it.
We go to build a vegan community where we can all just link up. And if you find a dope place, leave it in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Share it with the people. If you got a dope vegan spot in your neighborhood, let the people know. So, because we visit, we travel. We ain't, hey, fly vegans. We in the air, baby.
And even if you know some way to deconstruct something to make it a,
word up,
a great meal.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, sometimes, like, this is the last thing in part I'm going to say. Like, sometimes I'll look at, like, even chain restaurants. If you type in, let's say you're talking about Noodles and Company. Type in Noodles and Company and vegan.
Right.
Somebody has made a blog about how you deconstruct their meals.
Yeah. Or how you even reconstruct them, like how you make it the vegan way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So game is always appreciated on the Fly Vegans channel. That's word out. How you living over there, Playboy?
Say it again, please.
God damn, you talked to me like I was a waitress or something. Do you have any great poop, huh? Hey, how you living over there, Playboy?
Say that again, please.
Now you talking like a customer service agent.
I'm living like shibbly wobbly diddly daddly diddly whoa.
Swing.
Yeah. You know that on the podcast, so
Andrew Cunanan and ass niggas.
Rash.
Hey, I know people was clowning like he been drinking this cranberry juice, but it's bitter. So if you drink it, like guzzle that shit, you be pause. You can't. Yeah, so you gotta sip it slow like fine wine. You know what I'm talking about? With the pinky up. With the pinky up.
You know what you drinking, yo? What? You know what you drinking? Escada. Anyway, I'm done.
Hey man, y'all be easy. We gonna stay sucker free in a land full of lollipops. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Always, we got more episodes coming. Appreciate all the new followers. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Follow me at Rimrock Fit. Follow my man at
Broccoli_Balboa.
And the Fly Vegans at Fly Vegans Podcast. And we got all the vegan gang gonna continue blessing you. Y'all be easy. Peace.